COVID?
Well, a lot of it is elective surgeries and other surgeries that have opened up. About 10 to 40% in the hospitals reaching capacity are COVID related. But I'm glad that you asked about COVID because I do want to take a moment to highlight some of the things that the federal government has done.
Can you answer my question first of why we're in good shape right now with hospitalizations going up in spite of what you said about elective surgeries?
Well, one of the things I would note is the mortality rate, which has had, if you look at the weekend numbers, a tenfold decrease. You could argue an even greater decrease if you compare to some of our highest days. We're seeing the fatality rate in this country come down. That is a very good thing. We grieve when even one life is lost, but I think it's progress as we enter the next phase of this.
But aren't a lot of other people seriously ill, Kayleigh?
Thank you, Kayleigh. On the China, so the administration today rolled out some sanctions against high-level Chinese officials over the Uyghur abuses. But can you speak overall what that does to the U.S. relationship with China, and does it jeopardize the Phase 1 deal?
Look, I think with regard to, I look at these Magnitsky Act sanctions, and the administration does, not with regard to Phase 1 China deal. These are very serious sanctions that were put in place by this administration to take strong action against the human rights abuses of the Chinese Communist Party. I just want to emphasize and underscore that we sanctioned officials, several of them, the party secretary, his former deputy, and its current party secretary. It's also its former party secretary, so that was 3. And today's announcement is the latest in a series of actions by the Trump administration, so it's not just these sanctions that were put in place. There were export controls. The president signed the Uyghur Human Rights Policy Act, so we've taken a very strong stance on the side of human rights and against the atrocities we've seen. And just so the American public knows, some of these atrocities have been forced abortions and sterilizations and really despicable things that have been done.
So the message you're communicating to the Chinese